having a meltdown during an interview, claiming that he's the expert and essentially walking off. Well, poor old Alan has had a rough few days. Let's have a look at how it started, the bold predictions of a Biden victory, of a Kamala victory, and then the tantrum.
A lot would have to go wrong for Joe Biden to lose this election.
Kamala Harris will be a precedent-breaking president of the United States, the first woman president in U.S. history.
Can I just finish a goddamn thought?
I don't need you to call me stupid.
Hi, this is a series about cutting off your Trumpy family members. Why do you need to be perfect? Why do you need to consider everyone's feelings and make sure everyone is okay in the situation and watch what you say and say it perfectly and say it right, while they get to say whatever? They get to be racist.
So Mika and Joe went down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring. It's the last time I ever watched Morning Joe. Period. End of statement. Unreal. Unreal. For months you were telling us he's the worst thing that could happen to this country and democracy. And then you go kiss his ring? Despicable. Despicable you. Both of you.
You live in a total world of denial.
I read your own followers' comments, and they all trashed you. Everyone.
You don't know anything.
You attacked me personally.
You're so deluded.
Oh, right. I've only been a professor for 51 years.
On this program, I've never been able to finish a thought.
How many books have you published?
Brother,
one of them and supported me.
Yeah,
so quiet with your personal attacks.
Come find out again.
Make whatever point you want. Don't make it personal.
You don't know anything. Hey, Alan, you deserve a tall glass of shut-up juice, so can you just shut up for a second and let someone who knows what they're doing.
So right.
You got it wrong.
Say
you were
whatever
preposterously and stupidly wrong. So, okay, all right. Can I just finish a goddamn thought ever on this show?
It wasn't over yet. Someone ordered a tall glass of shut-up juice.
You don't
blasphemy against you. Who the hell are you? Are you Jesus Christ? You loser.
You're so right. We're so unified right now.
So I will not sit here and stand for personal attacks, for blasphemy against me. You don't need to do that.
I think holidays are some of the toughest times after we've had a loved one who's died. So I hope these tips will help you move through this challenging time. So Thanksgiving, there is this sense of it's got to be an amazing Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving is about togetherness. And first of all, Thanksgiving is a made-up holiday. It's actually about how we took a country away from Native Americans. So just remember that.
Program Morning Joe, the host, spent, 7, 8 years demonizing Trump, calling him Hitler, threat to democracy, and much worse. But in an effort to save their sliding ratings, they asked for a meeting with Trump. They were somehow granted that meeting. I thought that was very generous of the president. But that has backfired, Kosha, because the New York Post is reporting that the show's ratings have tanked further, and the program's official X account has disabled comments because there is just such a tsunami of hate coming from their lefty audience, who are irate that these two would sit down with a man that they've been telling their audience for 7 solid years.
Mr. President, are you reconsidering the nomination of Matt Gaetz?
No.
Education Secretary. She has previously served in Trump's first term as leader of the Small Business Administration. She is a highly capable businesswoman. There is no doubt about that. Decades of experience. But she also did this in a former life. Here she is with Kane at the WWE. I got 41% of those polled. The others were way behind with 8%, 7% and 6% respectively. If she's a candidate again, surely not. It's early days. But who do you see looking ahead? I would have thought, it may be a bit obvious, but Josh Shapiro and Gavin Newsom are highly electable. Never mind the mess Gavin has made of California.
The feeding the chips thing, maybe that'll be the end of her.
And just her conduct and Newsom's during COVID. Like,
Yes.
she was an absolute
Tyrant
and irrational. I remember she was locking up.
Hurdle for him to get over. Josh Shapiro is actually very popular. He governs as a moderate. Some question whether he's actually a moderate, but he governs as one. Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan, maybe, though she had that issue with the state. So I don't see how she's going to rise like a phoenix. In terms of who would do it, I think the ones you mentioned are right. You know, Gavin Newsom, he's telegenic, he's good looking, he runs the biggest state. His positions are very radical, given he's been running California, so that's going to be, yes, for sure. This, I think, is a statistical error. There's recency bias, there might be sympathy bias, something coloring those numbers. She's never won anything nationally, and other people who ran against Republicans and lost, like Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, exited until then.
Now, before you go, the illegal immigrant who murdered 22-year-old nursing student Laken Riley in February, Jose Antonio Ibarra, has been sentenced in the last 24 hours. And I don't know if that's going to be forgotten. Maybe it will be. It will be
It's an important state, but I think you're right. And then Mark Kelly would be another name I'd throw in, the astronaut senator from Arizona as well. But lots of time to go.
Seed sections in markets where people couldn't buy seeds to plant, but then you could do all sorts of other things. It was just irrational and cruel.